Have the New York Giants finally fixed their offensive line? They played well against the Bills, and we got to give them their flowers. We also got some bad news to talk about as an injury to a starter has happened, and I don't know what's going to happen after that. We're going to break that down on today's show, but first, make sure you are subscribed to the channel. We put out multiple free videos every day on your New York Football Giants, and we are almost at our goal of 79,000 subscribers. If you're not subscribed, hit that big red sub button and help us get to our goal of 79K. You're watching Giants Now by Chat Sports. I am your host, Marshall Green. The offensive line for the New York Giants played their butts off against the Buffalo Bills, something we have not been able to say for a very long time. How well did they play? The best in the National Football League. Pro Football Focus gave the New York Giants the number one pass blocking grade amongst all 32 teams in the NFL for preseason week 1. And I don't know if there has ever been a time the New York Giants were number one on the list of any offensive line stat since I started doing this channel in the spring of 2021. The New York Giants had a 78.4 overall pass blocking grade, almost 2 points higher than the Vikings, Broncos, Bucks, and Rams. They round out the top 5. Some stats for the offensive line: 51 pass blocking snaps, 0. Not 1, not 2, 0 sacks allowed. And I'm just going to clap it up, my man. It felt good. There were pockets to throw. Dart, Wilson, Winston, and DeVito, no matter who was on the offensive line, I all thought felt comfortable in the pocket because they had space to maneuver and time to throw and go through the reads. They did allow 8 pressures. Not that big of a number at all. A really solid day for the offensive line. Here are some individual numbers and stats and grades from PFF for the New York Giants on their offensive line. Got to give credit to Josh Ezeudu. He played his tail off. An 88.5 pass blocking grade for him. He allowed just 1 pressure. Aaron Stinney also had a good game. 85.5 pass blocking grade. James Hudson played well. Marcus Mbow, the rookie, played well at left tackle. He played well at right tackle. We'll talk about Mbow coming up in a little bit. Morrissey played well. A lot of players off from this offensive line played well. The depth looked good. Outside of really the performance from Jake Kubis, there's not really anything, or really Stone Forsythe. Those are the 2 guys that didn't play all that well. A lot of good vibes surrounding this offensive line. They haven't been good for a while, and it's time for us to show them some love. We talk time and time again on this channel about nothing matters until you fix the offensive line. And look, I get it. It's preseason. But when you are number 1 in the NFL, doesn't matter what stat it is. It doesn't matter preseason. That's something to celebrate. Show your offensive line some love. Hit that thumbs up icon right now. They were solid in the run blocking department as well. PFF had them ranked as the 14th best run blocking offensive line for preseason week 1, coming in at a 67.9 grade. Wasn't able, in my opinion, especially when I went back and watched, to get the most push on running plays, but they did enough. They created holes, and the backs for the Giants, they made the most out of what they had to work with. So good on the pass blocking department and solid on the run blocking department. If this offensive line could take a step, especially when you get Andrew Thomas back, that raises the floor and the ceiling for the Giants this year. I want to focus in on Marcus Mbow, though. I thought he played his tail off this Saturday. Looked good at right tackle, looked good at left tackle. He was putting people on their butts. There were clips that went viral on Twitter where you saw him just manhandling professional defensive lineman. Had a PFF grade of 71.2 overall. That was a good grade for the Giants. Had a pass blocking grade that was the 4th best of any Giants offensive lineman. Has some work to do in the run blocking department. One of my biggest concerns about him coming to the draft was his overall play strength in the run game. But if you're able to be a tackle and play with a nice anchor and not get pushed off your spot and protect the quarterback, that is going to help you be who you are supposed to be in the NFL. And he did that, allowed just 1 pressure, 0 sacks, and the pass blocking grade was awesome. Like, I know we're pumped up about Abdul Carter. I know we're pumped up about Jackson Dart. But Marcus Mbow may be the player outside of those 2 from the rookie class that I am most excited about. And the Giants are due. Like, it is time for them to hit on an offensive lineman in the NFL draft. And if you could hit on Mbow, where he went in the NFL draft, that is going to be a huge boost to this football team. Look, I know I'm probably getting in front of my skis at this point, but I'm pumped up. I understand it's preseason. I understand it was the first week, but the Buffalo Bills, they played a lot of their starters for that first quarter, and the Giants' offensive line looked good. I thought Mike Kafka called a good game, getting the ball out quick. They looked good in the screen game as well. When's the last time the New York Giants had a solid screen game? They looked good there, some athleticism, and it's only going to get better when that star left tackle, Andru Thomas, comes back. Wasn't all too impressed with James Hudson. He looked all right. 2 penalties with a holding and a pre-snap penalty. I want to see Marcus Mbow get the opportunity to battle with Hudson to be the swing tackle. I know you paid him. I don't really care. The best man should win the job, and I think Marcus Mbow might be a better offensive lineman at this point than James Hudson. So a lot of good stuff, and excited about this offensive line. They played well. Coming up next, the bad news, some injury news. Hopefully it's not that big of a deal. Brian Daboll talked about it. We'll break that down on today's show. But show some love for your rookie quarterback. Go to chatsports.com/dart and get your Jackson Dart jersey today. Chatsports.com/dart. The jersey was on sale this weekend. Not on sale anymore, we told you. Because of his performance, the prices were going up. Get it now before the prices go up anymore. Chatsports.com/dart. That link will be clickable down in the comments and description of today's video. All righty, the bad news. Andru Phillips, he did not finish the game for the New York Giants. Only played a little bit. He left with an injury, and that's why we saw Nic Jones with the starting defense in the slot for the New York Giants. And if Andru Phillips has a serious injury and he has to miss time, that's going to be a problem for this Giants defense. They're already thin in the cornerback room, and specifically extremely thin at that slot position. Brian Daboll said this about Phillips. Drew wasn't able to go. Daboll said when asked why veteran Nic Jones was inserted at slot corner with the starters. He did reassure reporters that Phillips isn't seriously injured, saying, no, he just couldn't finish, he said. He then added, quote, falls in line with all the other injured guys right now, saying that, of course, references Andru Thomas, Cam Scatterbu, and Jalen Hyatt, each of whom is working back from an injury. Dan Duggan provided some speculation on Twitter that this was the play that Phillips got hurt on, saying this was Phillips' last play. Slightly alarming because he dealt with a shoulder injury last year, but Daboll didn't provide any detail on what happened yesterday. Brian Daboll also told Drew Runyan, I'm not going to give you guys any information about the injury, so just because he downplayed it, I don't think that means it's not that serious. I don't know how serious it is, but I'm always going to be more pessimistic than optimistic when it comes to Giants injuries. Maybe not a shoulder injury for Phillips here. Maybe it's a concussion. He was able to stand up after, didn't look to be in too serious of pain, so TBD on that. But hopefully this isn't a long-term thing. Phillips was awesome in his rookie year, and I was expecting a year 2 leap for him to become one of the better starting nickel cornerbacks in this league. And the Giants cornerback room, it's already thin. And with Deonte Banks having to play the whole first half and Cordale Flott kind of banged up right now, like, I'm a little worried here. Like, Trey Hawkins is hurt. Nic Jones didn't look good. O'Donnell Fortune didn't look good. D. Williams was questionable. This Giants CB room is thin, and, like, if this injury for Phillips is serious, they may need to look at trade. Dan Duggan speculated that a trade could be coming, or more so, he said, I wouldn't be shocked if a trade comes in. If the injury to Phillips is serious and the Cordale Flott injuries keep on popping up, they're going to have to make a move. Like, I don't feel good about the corner room. I know we signed Paulson Adebo. I don't have any real worries about him outside if he has to guard Malik Neighbors, which will be nothing because he continuously gets cooked by him in practice. But Banks, I'm always worried about him. I'm worried a little bit about Drew Phillips with his injury at this point. And, like, is Cordale Flott ready to be a starting boundary corner every single play? I don't know. I don't feel great about the corner room. We'll see if some more moves come. But, yeah, hopefully the injuries, they don't start to pile up for this team. If we find out any more stuff, though, we break it down on this channel, and you can find it out on my social media at @MarshallGreen_. I'm on Twitter. I'm on Instagram. I know we're ending the video with some bad vibes, but that Giants offensive line, it might be back.